is Dr. Ryan Truschelet bringing you an update on Tropical Storm Erika. With Erika now likely to impact weather next week in Florida, the threat levels have been increased for the Gulf Coast and Florida Peninsula regions to Defcon 4. Well, it may be an El Nino year, but we've got a live one in the Atlantic today. Tropical Storm Erika is located a few hundred miles southeast of Puerto Rico, with maximum winds of around 50 miles an hour. Currently, the structure of this storm can charitably be characterized as a total mess, with the low-level center well north and west of the strongest convection. Erika has jaunted south this morning and will now likely track over or near Puerto Rico and Hispaniola in the next 48 hours. The high mountains of these islands will likely weaken Erika further, and there is even a slight chance the system will dissipate in this time frame. Things get interesting when and if Erika clears Hispaniola late Friday, because an upper-level low over the central Gulf Coast will begin turning the system increasingly north over the weekend. All models show this general scenario, but differ on the longitude of the turn north. The 12Z GFS takes Erika just east of Florida, the 0Z Euro brings it into South Florida and up the peninsula, and many members of the Euro ensembles are still further west in the far eastern Gulf of Mexico. I believe that most models are still underestimating the amount of land interaction that will take place, and a weaker Erika is one likely to track further west because it won't feel those northward currents as early as a deeper, stronger system. Therefore, my thought is that Erika is going to be weaker and track further west than the current NHC forecast, sliding either along the Florida Gulf Coast or up the peninsula next week, with the highest risk of landfall from Miami west to Steinhatchee in the Big Bend. Overall, I think the main impact of Erika on central and south Florida will be 2 to 5 inches of rain Monday through Wednesday. However, conditions will become more favorable for some intensification over the weekend, and I see Erika as a moderate tropical storm as it moves into Florida. However, depending on what kind of shape the storm is in after surviving the islands, hurricane intensity is not out of the question, and Erika should continue to be very carefully monitored. Anyway, there's a lot of uncertainty in this forecast, but the good news is I just got a fresh case of Surge brand high fructose energy beverage delivered to the Situation Room. So you know I'm in this for the long haul. Until the next update, this is Dr. Ryan Truschelet. Keep watching the skies.